here today with, I know him as Captain Steve Lorenz, or just Steve actually, but how long have we known each other?
I would say about 20 years.
Yeah, it's like a really long time.
It's been a long time.
Like a really long time. Well, you and I first met on the football field with the tiny mice.
Yes.
That's right. But you have been doing law enforcement for how long? And tell me from start to what you're doing today.
Well, I'm currently in my 37th year.
Is that all?
That's it. I started in the Air Force,
okay.
Security Police. When I got out, I went to work for the Sheriff's Department for 4 years. Then I was hired by Northport PD, where I retired after 22 years.
Yep.
And now I'm currently a captain with the Sarasota County Schools Police.
Okay, so now you can't chase me up and through Northport, right?
No, well, we have people that can.
Okay, but you do. Okay.
We do.
Well, I don't know, because you're in unmarked cars now. I don't know who I can chase anymore, so it's kind of annoying. So quit trying to race me.
Fair enough.
So obviously, I sincerely appreciate you and everything. And I know you're super busy, and I know you're getting ready to go. But just wanted to catch you, one, to say thank you, but two, couple fun questions.
Okay.
And I know we have FEMA here. Who else do we have here? It looks like we got insurance companies.
We have a little bit of mix of everything, and then we also have a couple of churches coming in today to hand out food and necessities.
Okay, cool. Were you here during Charley?
I was.
You were. So compared to Charley, how did Ian compare?
Well, a couple of different factors. Charley was pretty devastating. I went down there, but it didn't affect our town the way that this one did.
Right.
I think the size of this one and the way it stood over us compared to Charley caused a significant more amount of damage.
Right. This one
water
was long.
levels, it was long. And the water levels, I've been here my whole life, and I've never seen the water as high as it was for this storm.
Absolutely insane.
So I would say just the amount of devastation and the amount of water damage due to the rising waters is probably 10 times worse than what I've seen in Charley.
Really? How long did Charley last? Because this, honestly, how long was,
This one hung over us for about 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
Charley was probably through in about an hour, hour and a half, if I remember correctly.
Really?
It seemed like it went relatively
now,
fast.
I heard that Ian was like 40 miles wide.
Correct. It was enough to fit most of Charley in it. And the eye itself, you could have fit most of Charley in.
That's absolutely incredible. Incredible.
Is.
Okay, so question 2.
Sure.
In your opinion, how long do you think it'll take to clean up all the damage?
I would say right now they're doing an excellent job and getting cleaned a lot quicker than I expected. But I would say overall, years. I think the infrastructure and everything else that needs to be repaired, it's going to take years.
And roofs and
roofs and what. I would say that we'll get some normalcy back with roadways and electricity and everything probably within the next few months.
Okay.
But after that, it's going to take years.
Okay, absolutely. You mentioned about the bridges. I heard through the city that they're going to do a bridge a week, but you probably know better.
I'm really not part of that conversation, but I did see a couple of posts through the city that they were going to try to do one bridge every week to 2 weeks, working their way from the Cranberry or Chamberlain area over towards Sumter.
Okay, which one did you say they were going to start on first?
The one over by Road and Drainage, which would be closest to Chamberlain.
Okay, got it. Can we work on this one closer to my house so we're out of all this traffic?
We'll see if we can make a phone call.
Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, so how about this? In every negative, there's a positive. What positive came out of this?
I would say the biggest positive, Heidi, that I see is the amount of help and support that we've received. Driving up and down the interstate, hours after the storm, convoys of linemen, of police officers, of firefighters, the communities all come out, and they've really had an immense impact on what's being done. So I would say just everybody's positive attitude and everybody just getting together and being one team.
So, all kidding aside, Tampa PD, they actually snuck over here back behind my house. I think they were taking a break.
Good.
So, but I thought that was absolutely incredible. I've seen Tampa over by Publix earlier. I actually saw a car from Jupiter.
Jupiter was here.
That's absolutely incredible.
There's probably been 5 or 6 different agencies just within the city.
Yep.
I know working from the Emergency Operations Center where I was, we requested troopers and they had probably 20 of them down here the next day.
Right.
So we've had probably 4 or 5 different agencies, law enforcement.
Yep.
We've had, looks like yesterday we had a fire department from Missoula, Montana.
Really?
So, there's people from all over the nation that came out to help.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, you also work for our school systems.
I do.
So I want you to tell me a little bit about that, what y'all are doing. I mean, when does school start? That's what a lot of parents want. When does school start?
So from the start of this, we man all the shelters. So we have 14 shelters, 2 of which are medically dependent shelters.
Okay.
So during the storm, we were responsible for making sure we get people in there safely, provide safety and security. So not only us, but the administrators from the schools as well. A couple of them had significant amount of damage or water was coming up where we had to evacuate. I think we evacuated almost 400 medically dependent from Lamarck. Took close to 12 hours through the high waters. And so our bus drivers did a great job, our administrators, our police officers, the firefighters, everybody did a great job. As far as school opening, all of our schools north of Taylor Ranch opened this morning.
Okay.
And then the rest of them are anticipated to open next Monday morning.
Okay, so Northport High, the middle schools,
Englewood,
all of those?
Correct.
Okay, excellent.
Everything should open next week.
Everybody goes back.
Correct.
Any special hours, regular hours?
Regular hours as far as right now.
Excellent. So if the parents need help out in the yard, they should start
this week.
Get it
done
as much as they can today or this week, and then next week they're back to school. No more.
I'm always ready and available for you, Heidi. Don't worry.
I know. And hey, and quit following me through Northport, all right?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't me, but I'll take credit for it.
Okay, I appreciate that. So that's it.